So I want to talk about why dating for fun is complete BS. It's nothing but a waste of time. And I do not understand why people do that. Like, I don't get it. Like, when I say dating for fun, I mean like people, they just go out there. I think even older people too, but mostly young people, they just go out there, meet somebody, date them for a short period of time, and then just break up with them for no apparent reason. We just don't feel compatible. We're just doing it for fun. Thank you. It goes for the guy too. He just sleeps with her, he gets bored, and then just break up with her, breaking her heart and junk. And also in these datings, they sit over here having premarital sex and junk, having sex before marriage, and all that junk. Which now you have a spiritual STD now, aka soul ties or whatever that's called. But I like to call it spiritual STDs. So now you have that person's spiritual STDs. So now you're moving on to your next partner, and you're doing the exact same thing, because you just see, and especially if you had sex before marriage, you don't know what in the world you want now. They say, oh, I just want to experiment and see exactly what I want. I find that's just, like, what's wrong with people? Why would you sit there and date somebody knowing very well you don't plan on being with that person for marriage or something like that? I know I am very traditional as far as, marriage and all that junk. And obviously my mind will be swayed to that direction. You should be thinking of, I don't even want to say long-term dating. You should be thinking about lifelong dating, which, basically is marriage. I feel like you should, because you just sit there and date for fun, mess with someone's emotions, and play with each other's emotions, and just break up with them. That's nothing but a waste of time. And all of that, people, they over here crying over their breakups. Doesn't matter who's breaking up with who. This whole it's not you, it's me thing. That just proves that you just doing nothing, you was doing nothing, but for the time being you was feeling lonely, and then all of a sudden you decided to just sit there and just waste somebody's time, money, and energy. I really feel like females will do that more often, but I am definitely not surprised if males do it. Usually when females do it, apparently they feel like their boyfriend isn't giving them enough attention. They feel like that. Or maybe even sleeping with them, with in the modern age. As far as the men, when they're just tired with their woman, their main goal is to sleep with her in the first place. He slept with her, found that she wasn't really as pleasurable for him, so he just left her. Oh, it's not you, it's me. And then usually those guys, I think, be feeling real sorry when they want her back, and now she's with a new man now. I just think it's just nothing but a waste of time. Just dating in general, it's just nothing but a waste of time. I know I talk about me dating, stuff like that. Like I said, I technically never did that. Like I said, I did a little unofficial date back in high school that only lasted for a few months. Barely, like 3 months max. Yeah, about 3 months. No, 2 months. 2 months. December. Yeah, just 2 months. About 2.5 months. Because I broke up with her before what you call it, Valentine's Day happened. But anyways, back in 2016. But yeah, anyways, in a sense, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm all holy than thou, because the main reason why I decided to date my unofficial ex back in high school was because I had to prove a point. Peer pressure, all the peer pressure I was receiving back in the day with my childhood family, and then not necessarily school. It was more my childhood family and junk like that. It was more my childhood family. So yeah, and it's kind of crazy how easy I was able to replace the girl I asked out before her. It's pretty crazy how easy I was able to replace her. And I didn't even, show the girl I asked out that rejected me, my ex girl or whatever. I didn't do that to make her jealous. I was just saying, hey, hello, meet someone. Apparently, I think they knew each other. So, there's that. I was not trying to make her jealous. If she felt jealous then, I don't think so, because she didn't, the girl who rejected me didn't try to invest in me at all, which is good. So good. So I had nothing against her. I didn't even have nothing against her to begin with. So yeah, but anyways, as far as my unofficial ex, I did not plan on marrying her at all. The main reason why I wanted to date her is just to get some little experience in dating, see what this is all about. See what these responsibilities are all about. But like I said, I was not able to provide for her. Even though I know I was 16 years old. We both were 16. That part doesn't matter. I get that. But at the same time, that's cold out here. At the same time, I knew exactly what my role is supposed to be as the male. I need to be providing all that stuff. Even if it just hugs, kisses, and chocolates and, cringy stuff like that. I wasn't even a provider, so, and then on top of that, she was nothing but an experiment. So technically, I dated to mess with her emotions. Honestly, I'm being honest. Which I didn't like, because when I broke up with her, which I even did that same thing. It's not you, it's me. Well, technically it was her, to be honest. So do I think. Because there's some other information I didn't know about her. Maybe in my childhood, one of my childhood parents said, Ray, you should not, you better break up with her, or else you're displeasing God, basically. So I felt that, and that was my opportunity to get rid of her. So I did exactly that. So in a sense, I would say I did play with her emotions a little. I did play with her emotions a little. Don't get me wrong, to an extent I did want her to do all my little lovey-dovey stuff with her. I wanted to try it out. I just wanted to try it out. And obviously she mentioned to one of my childhood siblings that she would like to marry me. They're like, wow, that's really quick. She want to marry me already, and we just started dating. We did know each other a little bit beforehand, but yeah. But as far as actual marriage, I was like, okay, well, that's what she's gonna want. I know what to do. Even though very well, I knew for sure I did not really want to marry her, because she wasn't really my type to begin with. I put the whole white girl preference aside and just decided to give a black girl a chance. Dating her is not the reason why I decided to, it's not the reason why I decided to exclude black women. That's not the reason why. Though she was into the rap culture thing a little bit. She was different than the rest of those, I don't want to say hood rats, but there you go, I'm sorry. But, those, westernized black women, I'll say it that way. She was different than the rest of them. But, yeah. She wasn't really my type. Maintaining her was too much for me, so I just decided, you know what, I can't be with her. So I was already slightly planning to break up. But I could say thankfully, and I wasn't really I didn't really fully like her to begin with, even during our relationship. So I was, somewhat planning a breakup one way or another. And then next thing you know, thankfully, my childhood parents told me, gave me an excuse to do so, because apparently her parents didn't like mine. So that was a good excuse to break up. And then I did it. So there was one dating for fun thing. I will say I'm gonna say maybe I'm either 60% 60% my fault, I would say, because my childhood parent did indeed influence. Well, I wouldn't even say influence it, but he really controlled my dating life in high school, which was only one. So, but to begin, the point being is, she was an experiment. She was an experiment. I experimented with the black girl. I was also experimenting with settling. And experimenting to see what this whole dating game is all about. And I learned. Obviously, she was upset that I broke up with her. If I remember correctly, I think she even made a Facebook post about it. I think I remember feeling a little bit heartless about it, whatever. But it's not that I didn't care, but at the same time, I didn't. Because now I'm single, I'm free. And that's the time when all of those girls started to talk to me more when I got single. I remember a classmate asking if I was still a virgin, which I didn't really give her an answer to that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. I dated for nothing, you know. I dated for nothing. I did that thing, unfortunately. No, it wasn't for nothing though, but still though, I somewhat played with their emotions, which is really bad. We still talk, but I already disclosed her I'm not trying to be back with her. And I explained the reason why I had to break up with her as well. It took me all these years to explain the reason why I had to break up with her. Yeah, and I finally did. Like I said, I'm not interested anymore or whatever, that's that. I did apologize, I think, to her, but at the same time, I did have my own reason as well. And I did exactly that, so. Thanks for the help, childhood parent. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it, you know. Don't date for fun. Date for find a lifelong partner, not no short-term partner. And if you do plan on doing that dating junk, I hate to say it's dating, but if you plan on doing this dating junk, make sure you let the partner know. Short term. No getting feelings. I understand some people do this and they end up gaining feelings, they end up staying together. I mean, that happens, like you know, but still though, it's best you say, hey, I only want to go friends with benefits. Just say that. You, the female, if you just want dick for whatever reason, I don't think you should do that, especially as a female. But if you just want dick and a friend, shoulder to cry on, just make sure you let them know. I don't want nothing serious. I just want friends with benefits. That's it. And the same for you men, especially you men. You always manipulate women to get in their pants. Don't date them just to get in their pants and say, oh, her junk isn't as tight or whatever. Make sure you let her know up front, you know, when you're like somewhere in the dating phase. You can't just tell women up blunt, because they seem to not like that. Women like being lied to. I don't know why. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Stop dating for fun. It's BS. It's bullshit. Date for lifelong partner. And that's what I'm planning to do. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.